Hello and welcome to my Malaga save on Football Manager 20. I did consider starting a fresh save, but I figured this is the first time I've ever made a YouTube video, so I thought I would see how I go with that and just have a little play with it really to see how everything works, because I've never done it before. This is my Malaga save, as I said. We are still currently in the first season, admittedly towards the end of the season, but we're currently romping. I say romping, we're doing really well in the league. We are currently 6 points in the top spot, 7 points to the playoffs, and we are doing really well with the club vision stuff because of that. Win the promotion. They're very pleased, obviously, because we're winning the league. Reached the third round of the Copa del Rey is the minimum. We passed that, sort of. Well, we did reach the third round, but then we lost to Eibar, I think it was. Double check in a minute. I'm pretty sure it was Eibar that we lost to in the third round. Grow the club's reputation. I don't understand that one personally. I'm sure some people will tell me. And then next season is to remain in La Liga by avoiding relegation. Continues to grow the club's reputation, and continue to grow the club's reputation again after that. But become an established La Liga team, which basically avoid a relegation battle for the following 3 seasons as well. So everything's on course there. The board are giving me a B rating at the moment. If we check out this schedule, we can see the friendlies. We won every friendly. And we started off with a win, draw and a win. So everything's been going pretty well. The Copa here we go, look, the Copa del Rey, yeah, 4-1 defeat in the Eibar, against Eibar in the Copa del Rey. It was a fairly poor game from us, to say the least. I did rotate a little bit. As you can see, Kellyan is in goal. I normally play Munir in goal. Munir. I'm going to murder names, by the way. There's no two ways about that. And yeah, we've done really well in the league, winning quite a lot of games. And obviously the next game is the biggest game of the season. Now that we're at the business end, we play Real Zaragoza, who are currently sitting second behind us, 6 points behind us in the league. So if we win that, we stand a good chance of going on to win the league. Touch wood. Yeah, so Real Zaragoza. I might put that one in this video, to be fair. We'll just see how long the video is, but I'm pretty sure we can squeeze at least Real Zaragoza into this video. What else was I going to ask? Right, the transfers that I've done. Transfer history. Now, Lorenzo Gonzalez upwards was all done before I loaded the game, before I joined into the game this season. So I've actually brought in Phil Foden and Dennis Dragas on loan to the team, and I've also brought Louis Coyle in the January transfer window. He's actually been putting in quite a few good performances, Louis Coyle, for me. If I can find the right screen, I am hopeless with form. There we are. Putting in 7.1, 6.8, 8.3, you know, sort of around the 7 mark, with the exception of that one, obviously, which he excelled in, and is still all the way up in the 7s, playing at right wing back for me. Phil Foden unfortunately got injured in the beginning of December, so we've been without him since the beginning of December, and probably going to be without him for the rest of the season as well, which is a shame, but we have been coping okay without him. to be fair. Dennis Dragas has to be my best signing I've ever done on any Football Manager game. I've never ever had a striker with a 30 plus goal scoring rate, and he is already on 32 goals from 32 games and a 7.55 rating. By far the best player I've ever signed on any Football Manager game. I know I'm not technically a signing, he's here on loan, but still he's in the team, therefore I'm calling it a signing. And again over on the outs, from Bader Boularud upwards, that was all done before me. The Javi Ontiveros I might look to bring back, because he looks pretty good, to be fair, and I'm pretty sure at just 22 years old he will be really good. In fact, let's just scout him now. Where's the thing? Get a scout report. Wrong one. Amazing, I click no. Try that again, there we go. So yeah, I got rid of Ismail Casas, Abkar has gone out on loan, Buffon has gone out on loan, Rodriguez, Gonzalez and Muri has also gone out on loan. So that is the ins and outs of the team. Club vision we've done, the finances. We have got a couple of players leaving at the end of the season, so that's where that transfer budget's come from. And we are currently under wage budget, so that's all good as well. So yeah, that's all looking fantastic. Go over to the tactics screen and show you what we're working with. And this is the current setup. We're doing a custom gegenpress on a positive mentality. We use Manure in goal with Coyle on the right back. Hernandez and Gonzalez are the main central defenders I use, with Juncker on the left back. Gonzalez is a box-to-box midfielder and Roland as a ball-winning midfielder, with Wanpi on the advanced playmaker role. Juan Cruz, I moved Juan Cruz up to the first team squad when I'm pretty sure it was roughly the same time that what's he called? The Man City guy got injured. I've forgotten his name. That's how long he's been out of the team. Let's check his reports actually. Would that go all the way back? 15th of the 12th, so yeah, about a week or so after. And I've played him on the right wing ever since. There's a reason for that. That's because the let's find his name. Phil Foden. How could I forget? Phil Foden. 1P was originally out on this right wing, with Phil Foden in the advanced playmaker behind Dragas and Pacheco on the left wing. Pacheco has also recently got injured middle of last month, and is now out for the rest of the season as well. So Muller's come in to replace Pacheco. But as I was saying, 1P was on the right wing with Phil Foden in the middle. But since Phil Foden's been injured, I tried 1P on the right wing with, I think it was Kiko in the middle. Yeah. Was it Kiko? Or was it? No, it wasn't Kiko, it was the other one. Just get Kiko mixed up with somebody. Anyway, I had somebody in the middle and it wasn't working. I couldn't get the performances. That's possibly where we lost the lost a couple of games. So I moved 1P into the middle. I brought Juan Cruz up from the the Malaga B squad, sorry. And ever since then, Juan Cruz has been on the right wing with 1P in the middle and Drags up top. and Dragus and 1P have just been linking up so beautifully. So that's what we've been going with so far, and that's all been working really well. As you can see, we've got Cifuentes leaving at the end of the season to join Real Zaragoza, and Renato Santos going to Girona at the end of the season. That's where the extra money, the extra transfer monies come from. The dynamics, everything is absolutely peachy, and the hierarchy is looking real sweet with 17 players supporting me, so that's happy days. I'm sure I've missed something that I was going to show. Development Centre maybe. David Larubia is progressing well. He's one to keep an eye on, central defender I believe. No, completely wrong. Completely wrong. Advanced play, for goodness sake. Attacking a midfield centre could be really good. He certainly looks like he's going to be really good. Currently 7th choice, but yeah, hopefully he will develop into someone down the 2-3 years down the line, maybe before that. Ramon Enriquez, he can play central midfield or attacking midfield. Also looking pretty good. He's wanted as well. Who's that? Marabella and Villarredobla. Okay. Robledo. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about names and teams and rubbish because they're not going to sound as they should. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. So yeah, he's looking like he could be pretty useful. His contract's up as well. 2021. No, it's not. Next season it's up. Santiago Ramos is out on loan, I believe. No, he's on trial. Oh, for goodness sake. I really need to learn the colours and things. He's some way off the first team, obviously. Possibly 3-star potential, but yeah, nothing to write home about at the moment. Muri is out on loan, I know that for a fact. What is his come on. Thank you. It's not rated that good, to be fair. Is it Jesus? No, Jesus. Angle we'll call him. He's 16 as well. Looking like he's got great physicals at the moment already. Might develop into something, but he's only on trial here at the moment. The reason we got some trials in at the moment is because we've just had the youth intake. Yeah, the youth intake day. That's why we've got some trials in. Or the trial day, whatever you want to call it. And they're looking pretty useless as well. Can have a look at the youth candidates here for now. Sort by current ability. Manuel Jesus Pino is the current ability, best ability. And you got Santiago Ramos again. Though he is a central defender, heading 12, marking 11, tackling 10, 6.1 height, 6 feet 1 inches height. Can play anywhere across the back, to be fair. Prefers the right foot. Yeah. You know what? Let's just give him a contract. Let's take a gamble on him. The worst that can happen is that he doesn't make it and he gets released later on. Negotiate. Yeah, that'll do. Use contract. Boom. He's in. So yeah, there we go. But now let's get into this. Let's get into this game, shall we? Real Zaragoza, top of the table clash, like I said. Currently 6 points ahead of Real Zaragoza and 7 points ahead of Girona. A win in this game could see us have could see us all but secure. And he's a natural. I've just unlocked, whatever that means. I don't know what unlock that means. Damien Raphael's just has sustained a twisted ankle. Lovely. Don't know who he is. He's under 16. He must be one of the trials. Yeah, he is. He's a trialist. So not too worried about that. We will get to the game in a second. Mikel Villanova is returned from his injury. Yeah, another reason for me jumping you in on this save, apart from the fact it's my first YouTube video I've ever done, and I just wanted to try things out and see how it all works. The other thing is I don't have a lot of time to record videos. That is a big minus for this channel. That is because I work about 55 hours a week, Monday to Friday, so I have no time whatsoever in the week to make a video. Then at weekends I'm a dad as well, husband, so I spend time with the wife and my daughter, and yeah, it's just kind of Saturday evening, Sunday evening that I get to actually make a video. Is the only time that I get to make a video and edit it and upload it. So maybe I'm probably looking at making 1, maybe 2 videos a week, certainly to start with. Obviously when I'm on annual leave I could do more, but yeah, at the present, video production will be slow, very slow. But yeah, anyway, going into this game, we got Munir in goal with Coyle on the right, Hernandez and Gonzalez at central defender, Juncker on the left, Gonzalez and Roland in the central park, 1P behind Dragas with Juan Cruz on the right and Muller on the left. So let's get into this and see what occurs. They're going with the old school diamond formation. Very nice. Let's assertively say carry on from where you finished last match. Passionately tell them that there's more to come from you, and hopefully that'll do the trick. So yeah, Girona must have lost their game. I didn't actually pay much attention to the other results that happened, but I noticed that they're still sat on 61 points, so I'm guessing that they lost. That was a little bit of a nervous time as they broke through the defence, and now it's their corner. Set pieces have been our weakest, I think, for conceding goals this season, especially corners. I haven't tweaked with the setups, the routines, so they're all on default. To be honest, I wouldn't understand what I was doing with them anyway, so I just leave them as default and hope for the best. as we now got the ball at the back. Out to Junker, who plays it forward for Dragus, who's through on goal, 1-on-1, and the keeper makes a great one-handed save. Annoyingly. So it puts it out for our corner. 1p to take the corner. Plays it in. It's come out to One Cruz. Defected back to Roland. One Cruz again. Is he going to find someone? He does. Plays back to Roland. Coyle down the wing for One Cruz to get to, but he can't get there. Let's have some passion. And that's fired up and motivated a few people. As it's now raining. It wasn't raining earlier, was it? It is now, though. I can't say I noticed, as they're on the attack again, but it's cut out there by Gonzalez. And now they're playing it forward again. Out to the left, and it's crossed it in. Oh, great set. Straight up manure. So that's good. Safe hands keeps. Now, a draw for us is not the worst outcome. I can take a draw. Loss is not ideal at all, because that puts a little bit of pressure back on us. But a draw is one second. Keep going like that. No, not happy with your performance. You can do better. There is a lot more to come from you, for sure. Yeah, a loss is not good, not ideal. A draw is okay. A win is the best outcome, because that puts us 9 points clear as we go 1-0 up. Dennis Dragus again. That's his 33rd goal from 33 games. That guy is way too good for this level, for sure. I would like to get him back on loan next season, but I highly doubt that'll happen. I did try and buy him in the summer, but they wanted 35-40 million, I think it was, which we don't have. I did try and loan him, but they said no. Extend the loan, sorry. Dragus was in again. Right, let's make some substitutes, because we've got a lot of yellow cards at the back. Going down to 10 men is not going to be an ideal situation. Hernandez can come off, I think. Yeah, Hernandez off, and we'll bring... I don't want to take Quill off really, but he's on a yellow. He's fired up. Who else should I take off? Nobody's struggling for fitness as such, and nobody's playing badly. Just wanted to get rid of some yellows. We'll bring... Can he play... He's right footer. Muller is on Muller's nose. Tell you what, let's give this guy some game time. He was... Did I buy him? I don't remember showing you in the transfers. No, I didn't buy him. He was already here. Okay. We are going to play him on the right wing. What I might do is change him to inside forward. What's he? He's a left footer. Really? Then why am I playing him on the right wing all the time? Okay. I've only just noticed he's a left footer, and I've been playing him on the right wing all the time. He's a right footer. Can't really play as a... not solidly as a winger, for some reason. Right, this could go horribly wrong, but that's what we're going to do. Because the way I see it is, they run down the wing. He runs down the wing there, Vallejo. He's a right footer, so he's just got to run down, cross it. Whereas if he was on this side, Vallejo on this side, he's a right footer, he's running down the wing. Right foot, he's a right footer, so to get onto his right foot, he needs to stop, turn himself, and then kick it. That wastes a little bit of time, gets their defence back in shape, gives their defence a bit more time to get back in shape. That's the way I look at it. However, if I played him on this side and put him to an inside forward, then he can just cut in and shoot, or pass, whatever. So that's the way I look at it. That's probably wrong, but that's the way I understand it anyway. But 1-0, yeah, I can be happy with that. As we get to the 80th minute now, let's make a final sub. Anybody tiring? Not overly. Might just bring... no, I won't bring him off. I was going to bring Lewis Quill off because he's on the yellow still. Let's bring off Wumpy and bring Kiko on. Let's drop these two back here. I know they can't effectively play there very well, but again, if you can play winger back here, you can play. If you can play winger up there, you can play winger back there. That's the way I see it. Just because it says they're not accomplished back here, it doesn't mean they can't. I don't think. He says as we're gonna end up losing the game now. Coyle brings the ball forward for Kiko, who's through, and I think he got tackled. I'm gonna hope he got tackled, because I'm not sure what he'd done otherwise. And that was just a poor header from Dragus. Let's give them a bit of praise, because they have done well against the top of the table clash. Oh, missed the tackle, and I thought they was going to equalise then, just after I gave them praise. That would be just my luck. Full time, 1-0 win. Dennis Dragus with the goal. 20 shots, only 8 on target. 50-50 game though. Overall not bad. Fantastic stuff. And that puts us 9 points clear at the top. That was a good win for us. Well done. So yeah, close things out there, and we are now 9 points clear at the top and 13 points clear of the playoffs. So we're doing extremely well. Malaga in control. Quill, yeah, Quill's done really well. Passionately give him defensive was top notch. Job done. Lovely, lovely stuff. Next we got Elsh. Then we got Almira, SD Ponferradina, Las Palmas, Real Oviedo, Alcorn, Cadiz, Lumpy and Lugo. So what I might do is I might come back for somewhere around here where we can maybe possibly win the league, because unless we go on a really bad run now, I don't think we're going to lose. Don't think we're going to go into playoffs. But where we can win the league, I'll come back somewhere around here. I guess it'll be maybe, and show you that. So if you have liked that, enjoyed that, leave the thumbs up, give the subscribe and all that jazz, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.